Good morning, friends. Hi. How's it going? How you doing? For those of you new here, I'm Donna. Nice to meet you. If you are looking for colorful, grungy princess eye looks and general makeup chatter, you have come to the right place. So happy to have you here and so excited that you found me. Congratulations. Congratulations to me. Thank you guys so much for coming, and I hope that you'll want to stick around. Today, I am doing my Simply Samples series in which I pick some samples, I utilize them over a couple weeks, and then I come to you, talk to you about my findings of, my experiences of, how I feel about said samples, and then we pull some new samples. Today, the samples that we have to go over are these guys, and then I also pull a sheet mask every single time, and I have to tell you, like, there's not a whole lot this week that I'm super impressed with, so there's that. I'm going to start with the thing that I didn't use. I have such a problem with sheet masks. I just didn't get this guy worked into my routine over the last couple weeks, so I will be putting this in for the next couple weeks, and we will hopefully get this tried out in this next set. I typically start with the hair product because we only pull one hair product, and the product that we had this time was this. This is the Aquage Beyond Shine Spray. This is not a hairspray. I did think it was a hairspray though, because it kind of left my hair feeling a little bit sticky and a lot like straw. This is supposed to help smooth out and add shine. It is a heat protectant. Like I said, it is tacky to the touch. It does leave your hair feeling tacky, and it smells an awful lot like hairspray. So for it not being a hairspray, it does have all the remnants of being a hairspray. Towards the end of the day, my hair felt a lot like straw. I'm not super impressed with this item, if I'm honest. Aquage is a really great brand though for hair care, so I was actually quite shocked that I didn't like this product. This is $20 for 5 ounces of product. I am going to keep this guy. I will continue to use this guy, but it's not a product I would pick up. The next thing we typically dive into is skincare, and I do have these 3 items here. So the first one is the L'Oreal Age Perfect Rosy Tone Eye Brightener, and this is what it looks like. The full-size version comes in a pot, so in my opinion, that's not super sanitary, especially for an eye cream, one that is so big that it's going to take you literally 5 years to get through, because eye cream, you don't need very much eye cream to begin with. The things that I liked about this is it is an anti-aging eye cream, so it's great for those of us that have aging skin, you know, those of us that are, you know, cruising right into our 40s or through our 40s. It's supposed to be an anti-aging eye cream, I imagine, with, you know, some semblance of time that you might see some of that come into play. I didn't. So I didn't. I only used it for a couple weeks. So you have to use your skincare items a lot more than a couple weeks to see any kind of really great, impactful skincare properties, really making some kind of dramatic effect to your skin, and I just didn't use it for that long. So I didn't see any difference in the structure around my eyes, you know, fine lines, wrinkles, whatever, corrected by this. What I did like about it is that it is specifically made for dull aging skin, and it's supposed to help brighten, and it does. It also helps kind of color correct in a way, because it's like this light peachy tone, and therefore helps to like color correct your skin a little bit around your eyes. I don't feel like it color corrected enough that like my dark circles were taken care of, but I do think that it color corrected enough that I could see some kind of change in the coloring around my under eyes. Like maybe my dark blue, like wonky eye bag wasn't as dark as it typically is. It's not super sticky, and it doesn't cause any kind of detrimental impact to the makeup that goes over the top of it, so you can wear it under makeup, and that is great. What I would say about it though is I feel like it isn't greasy on my skin, but it made the makeup around my eye look greasy. So while it didn't like separate my foundation or like cause any kind of pilling, it did kind of make my under eyes look shiny, and like greasy shiny, not like good shiny. if that makes any sense. And I do feel like it was a little bit drying, especially like towards the inner corners of my eyes and this like baggy area right here that might be a little more crepey. It did look a little more dry. That guy is $24.99 for 0.5 ounces. And again, it's not a product that I would pick up. There's an awful lot of eye cream in a pot that I just don't think is very sanitary, honestly. The next thing I have is this, and it is the Catal Matcha and Chai Essence Lotion, and this is what it looks like in this little guy, and the full-size version looks very similar. This smells a bit like alcohol, and there's too much that comes out of it. Like an essence, you're only supposed to put like a couple drops in your hand. You do this and it's like you have a pool of it in your hand, and that might be why my skin also felt kind of dry after using it. It's definitely not a hydrating essence by any means. It really bothered my eyes, and I think it's because of the smell of it. Like it does have a very distinct, like almost alcohol-y scent, which is really weird because it's an essence for your skin that's supposed to be hydrating. It shouldn't smell like alcohol. Alcohol dries out a person's skin. So there's that. I didn't see any difference of it with my skin. It's just not, I think I've tried now, I think this is like the third item from this brand that I've tried, and I've not been super impressed with any of them. So I wouldn't purchase the anything Catal that I have tried, and I don't even know if I'm saying this right, honestly. It's Kitao. I wouldn't purchase any of them at all. And probably least of all this. It does say that it's supposed to be smoothing and moisturizing. I definitely don't feel like it was moisturizing at all. And I think that you have to use it longer, like I said with the Age Perfect stuff. You have to use it longer than a couple weeks to see any kind of like real significant skin results from it. But I can't tell you that I think it would smooth your skin. And the reason why I don't think it would is because it does have that really high alcohol scent, so it just causes dryness. That guy is $25 for 6.7 ounces, so I definitely wouldn't purchase that. I'm not going to spend $25 on a product that I think is going to dry out my skin worse than it already is. And then the last skincare item we had was this, and it is the IT Cosmetics Miracle Water. This is an anti-aging, like, micellar water, and I have to be honest, I don't 100% understand micellar waters. I think that they're cleansers, right? Because this is labeled micellar water cleanser. This does say it's a 3-in-1 tonic. It's supposed to be skin brightening, anti-aging, and skin softening. I don't feel like it helped to soften my skin at all. And again, I can't tell you about the anti-aging function, but what I can tell you is for a cleanser, I had to use a lot of it to clean my eye makeup off. I felt like it just kind of moved my makeup around instead of cleansing it off of my eyes. What I will say about this too is that it claims to leave a glowiness to your skin, and I don't really feel like it left any kind of glowiness to my skin. Which isn't a make or break for me, honestly, and it's not even a make or break for me that it took so much of it to clean off. What is a make or break for me is that it didn't clean off. It just moved everything around, and I ain't nobody got time for it to be moving my makeup all over my face. I do go in with a second cleanse always, but this would not ever be my first cleanse just because it is supposed to take off something, and I don't feel like it did. And that guy is $38 for 8.5 ounces, so it's definitely not something I will be purchasing. I don't know, there's something about IT Cosmetics. I really have a rough time with IT Cosmetics and my skin. I just don't think my skin likes IT Cosmetics. Like, I love their brushes. Yep, I think that's about it. I think that's about it. It felt kind of oily and sticky at the same time, so it's just not something I'm interested in at all. And the last three products I had were these, and I did have two foundations to use. So this one is the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie, and this one was in the shade MG3, which was actually a decent match for me. Like, I can't complain about the shade of this. It was a little bit dark, honestly, but I could lighten it up with like a pressed powder or translucent powder, make it a little bit lighter. It's not a horrible shade for me though. I think that this would match me really pretty perfectly in the summertime when I have kind of a tan. Here's what I would say. This stuff, you guys know because I did put it in my If I Could Only Choose One, a video that just went up on my channel. It is my favorite foundation right now, and well, it has been my favorite foundation for about a year now. And the reason why is because it's just so beautiful on the skin. Like, it doesn't like accentuate texture. It's really great for mature skin. I think that it's really great for like dry to normal mature skin, even though it's full coverage, which is really weird because most full coverages do not look good on dry skin girls. But this one, it is very movable with your skin, like as you're talking or eating or moving your face throughout the day. Like, it doesn't like settle in to anything. It doesn't settle into your fine lines and wrinkles. I don't find that it wears away very easily either. It's medium to full coverage. I would say more full, and I'm not a full coverage girl, but I like it because it's so natural for a full coverage foundation. Very easily blendable, very easily very easily malleable. It moves with you and looks very natural, but also full coverage and also a little bit dewy. The website does say that it is, what do I have here? I have here that it helps with texture, especially with prolonged use, because you know it's Pure Cosmetics. So Pure Cosmetics does have some skincare properties within all of their makeup in their brand. So it's going to blur your skin, so to speak, which I think that you can see on my hand here. It is quite a bit blurred, and that it is medium to full coverage, but I would say it's more full coverage. It doesn't look cakey though, and it looks next to natural, moves with the skin, has a slight dewiness, doesn't require much. Like, literally this amount that I put on my hand would probably cover my whole face if I put it in strategic places on my face there. It does not take much, especially if you just want that like medium coverage versus full coverage. So when you have it in like full size form, you could maybe use 1 pump on your face for medium coverage, 2 pumps on your face for full coverage. There are 100 shades in this foundation. So if you are thinking about this foundation, the best bet is going to be to go in and pick up the bottles and color match them to your skin. I know that we're not doing color matching right now, but Ulta has Glam Lab. You can get yourself color matched that way. Our Glam Lab is a phenomenal little app, so there's that. It's going to last you for quite some time because the smallest amount will take you where you need it to go. $36 for 1 ounce. I think that that's a reasonable price for a foundation, and obviously I will buy it. I have bought it. This is actually my 3rd bottle, I do believe, so I love this foundation. The second foundation that I have is this guy, and this is the MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation in NC30. And you know, I didn't think that this was a great shade for me at first, but as I started putting it on my skin, it really did blend well. This is what it looks very light. It really did match my skin very well is what I meant to say. It doesn't blend well though. What I have is that this one has 53 shades. This lasts forever on your skin, which is also something I would say about this. This has a really good wear time on it. This lasts forever on your skin. For a powder foundation, I was actually pretty shocked at how well this lasted on the skin. It is super matte though. It says medium to full coverage. I would say more full coverage if you're pressing it into your skin, which is the way that I had to utilize it, because it didn't want to blend. It didn't want to blend at all. I tried with a sponge, I tried with a brush, it didn't want to blend. So I did end up using this, which was a pain in my ass, and you know, blended it into the pan and then just kind of pressed it into my skin as opposed to blended it in. And I don't know, maybe it has something to do with this. This is a tiny, tiny sample, right? I would also say it looks really makeup-y on my face. I didn't like how it also oxidized. There was a video that I put out last week, and I thank my friend Anna, because she was in the comments, she's like, girl, you don't look orange. I definitely looked orange in real life. It oxidized so dang much. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing it today, and you can see that it is oxidized. It is blended all the way down. You can see where it's blended right here. I promise you, I blended it all over, but it's just starting to oxidize all over my skin. I didn't just make up my head. I promise I didn't just make up my head. I don't like this foundation at all. This is $33 for 0.52 ounces. It's not something that I would ever pay for. I know a lot of people love MAC. I haven't found one. I mean, I have one of their, I have their Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. This is a winter color for me. Do you see how freaking white that is? I haven't found a MAC foundation that I absolutely love at this point in time, but you have to press this. You can't blend this. I didn't like it. So I won't purchase a full size of this. And maybe it is the wrong color. God knows, because MAC does their coloring really wonky too. So this is NC30. I just don't know what shade I am in MAC. I really need to go talk to one of my MAC people. This is NC15. So you would think NC30 would be perfect. If that one's too light, I don't know. I didn't like it. I probably won't ever try it again. I need to get this foundation off of me before I get it all over me. The last thing is this, and it is a lip gloss by Beauty For Real. So I posted a picture of me with this lipstick on my lips, and I do like it. It is very, very, very pretty. This one is in the shade Starlust, and it's just a really pretty, like, champagne-y pink color. I really do like it. I think it's really pretty. What I would say, though, is that I think my lips felt super parched after having this on for a wee bit of time. I feel like it's a really dry formula, which is weird for a lip gloss. I like it. I love the color of it. It's great for pictures. I don't think that it's one that I'll ever stick in my purse and take with me and use it as my purse gloss, just because it's not a super comfortable gloss. After about a half hour, my lips felt really super dry. As a matter of fact, in one of the pictures that I posted on Instagram, I was wearing this, and I do think that you could see that my lips look super dry in that picture as well. This was on top of it. Like, glosses are supposed to be juicy and create this like juicy appearance to your lips. This one just didn't do it. This is an $18 gloss. It does have nothing but 5-star reviews on the website, which is a little sketch. Y'all know how I feel about that. It says it's cruelty-free and that it is a plumping gloss. There is no, you can't even tell that it's supposed to be a plumping gloss. You know, most plumping glosses, you can feel at least a cooling effect on your lips. This doesn't do that at all. So it's definitely not a plumping gloss. It's pretty. It didn't feel gritty, even though it appears that it's like got glitters in it. But maybe that's just like a sheeniness of it, which I like. I like that it didn't feel gritty, which is good. But yeah, I think that it wears really well. It just also wears really dry. So there's just other formulas that I love so much more that are either the same price or a little bit more. You know, Buxom is one of my favorite lip gloss formulas, and it's only $20 for a Buxom one. And I would pay that before I would go and pay for another one of these. I love that I got it, and I will keep it around, but it's definitely not going to end up in my purse. So with that, I'm going to go get my sample bins, and we will pull new samples for the next couple weeks. Alright, these are my sample bins. This is hair, skin, and makeup, and we pull 1, 2, and 3, and we're just going to, we don't have much left in hair, so I'm just going to reach in and pull one out. This is the Restore Leave-In Conditioner. So that is the hair product that we will be using. And for skin, We have a Dermalogica eye lift, so another eye cream. This is the Burt's Bees cleansing oil. Interesting. I don't think I've ever tried a cleansing oil. And then makeup. I have Dome Beauty Cheek Envy, so this looks like it is a blush. Foundation sample by Kosas. This is their tinted face oil. There appears to be another something in here. This was kind of hiding in there. This is the Under Eye, Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer by IT Cosmetics. This is actually something I have tried, and I actually have a full size of it. So I am actually going to stick this in the giveaway drawer, and we're going to pick a different item. Alright, this is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Super Concealer. There's a couple samples of that too. Okay, because we didn't use the sheet mask last time, I'm just going to roll that in. We're not going to pick another sheet mask. But for makeup this week we have, well, this next couple weeks, we have the Kosas Tinted Face Oil. I've heard really great things about this, so I'm kind of excited about that. I have a Clinique concealer, and then I have, it appears to be a blush by Dome Beauty, and ooh, that's a pretty blush. So this is what that blush looks like. That would actually match my shirt really quite well today. So those are the 3 makeup items we have, and that blush is in English Rose. The hair item we have is this Rusk leave-in conditioner. The last product I tried from Rusk I did not like, but we're gonna go in anew. And then for skincare we do have the Burt's Bees cleansing oil. This is with coconut and argan oils. I've never used a cleansing oil before, so I'm actually quite thrilled to have one in the sample series. And then we got another eye cream. This one is by Dermalogica. This is actually one I haven't tried by them, so I'm excited to try that. So that's all I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that if you did, you're considering giving it a big thumbs up. I also hope that you enjoyed it enough that you're considering subscribing before you go. I'd love to have you along for my crazy YouTube life here and welcome you into my crazy YouTube family here. If you do that, please don't forget to hit that notification bell so you continue to see me in your feed. If you'd like to stick around, YouTube will be recommending another video for you to watch, and if it's your time to go, that's cool beans too. Hopefully I will see you in the next one though. But with that being said, stay safe out there, cookies. Stay healthy, love each other, but love each other from afar, and until next time, bye friends.